Okay, Sean, I wanted to show you how to start this thing and a few other things, and I thought the easiest way to do it was with a video. Here you have Clyde. I enjoyed restoring it and all the memories of your dad and I playing around with it, and I'm honored that you wanted it, and I hope you enjoy it and your daughters and can remember your dad as a result. So there's a few things to start it. First of all, this is ignition. It's off when it's pulled out. So push it in to start it. Oh, first of all, I got to put some gas in it because I ran all the gas out of it yesterday in anticipating shipping of it. You got to lift the lid. I'd leave the seat on, otherwise it'll stress this hinge here. Take off the lid. Oh, and by the way, there's some literature in the back there. And I'm just going to put a little gas in it. I wouldn't advise putting a lot of gas in it because sometimes the petcock that's down here leaks. So I'm just going to put a little bit of gas in it, enough to get it running for a minute. Okay, so we're going to push that in. We're going to move the choke over here to the left, and I'll get a close-up of that in a minute. And that should be all we need to do, other than we'll set the throttle just a little bit off of open. Now this throttle is backwards compared to most motorcycles. Most motorcycles, you turn it this way to accelerate. This one is backwards. You pull down, push down on the cable here to open the throttle. So that's a closed throttle, so that would be slightly open. That's in, the choke is on. We just put some gas in it, so it'll take a couple of kicks for the gas to get to the front, but there's the ignition. So there's running it. Let me get the camera and do a close-up of the choke. The light probably isn't very good, and the strap's hanging in the way. Anyway, there's the choke lever. That's choked, and that is off. And you only need about halfway across when you started it. When I started it just a minute ago, I had it all the way over, and that was too much. So just put it in about the middle till it warms up, and then all the way off. Okay? And there's the ignition switch. It's kind of backwards in that out is off, in is on. You could switch the wires if you chose to. But out is off, in is on. And here's the throttle. That goes, that's off, that's accelerate, off, accelerate, off, accelerate. I don't know if you can see the throttle move back and forth. Yeah, so that's off, that's on, that's accelerate, off, accelerate. And let me show you up close again the fuel tank. There's the fuel cap. There's some literature in there about the original shop manual that goes with it, and then a book I bought that how to rebuild the engine, which has been done. Oh, I didn't get the light going, but let me show you while I'm here. This is where you turn on the generator. Now that's on, that would be off, although it turns the generator anyway. There's a belt down here that this lever is tensioning. Oh, and by the way, this wire here, that's an original Paul Broadbent right there. I didn't change that because I didn't anticipate putting the generator on, but that's the same as the way I got it with that wire there. So that came from the farm somewhere. There you can see it better. So that's an original Paul Broadbent. And of course the shift lever was an original Paul Broadbent. Now this is a new one. When I got the scooter, it didn't have one on, but I found one in a catalog somewhere and put it on. While I'm here, let me take the turtle back. That's what they call this back end, turtle back. It's a 1948 Cushman 50 series 2-speed step through turtleback. All those names apply to this scooter. But let me take the back off. You may need to for some reason sometime in the future. But I want you to know how to do that in case you need to. You need a 9/16 socket. There are 4 bolts right here. You don't have to take them all the way off. I wouldn't take them all the way off, just loosen them up a bit. Now the other thing you have to do to take the turtleback off is take this shift lever off. And I think this is a 1/2 inch or something. But that comes out of there. When you put it back in, just stick it in a little ways. If you stick it in too far, then it hits the front where it scraped the paint off. So don't stick it in very far. And there's a Allen wrench in there that holds it to this rod. The other thing you need to do is disconnect this wire going to the rear tail light. Okay, now you can remove the turtle back, and I suggest put one hand here underneath the light, one here, straight up, and off comes the back. So this is the shift lever. You can get at the carburetor better, the spark plug, the muffler, the generator, rear chain. This is a 2-speed transmission here. Here's the petcock that leaks sometimes. See, it's dripping a little bit. You can reach in without taking the back off. Reach in through here and get to this petcock, the lever right there, and shut it. If you leave it with gas in it, I'd shut that off. Otherwise, it'll continue to drip. I'm not sure what that petcock needs to stop from dripping, but it does drip a little ways. Ooh, lost a bolt here. Huh. Well, I need to put a new bolt on the fan cover there. Vibrated off apparently. Let me get you up close here to the carburetor, spark plug, carburetor, muffler. There's the generator and the lever to push it on and off. The clutch is there. So it's both a centrifugal clutch as well as a pressure plate clutch. The pressure plate part, you step on the pedal up there and it releases it, but when it's at idle it will slip too. So you can put it in gear, let out the clutch, then accelerate. So I think that's about it. Let me stop this. I'll put a bolt back on that. Oh, excuse me. Put the bolt back on that fan. Let me put the turtle back. No, I got to put the bolt back in there. So let me stop this and then I'll do that.